We begin live on Capitol Hill, where a showdown is underway in Congress over the so-called Big Beautiful Bill. President Trump is now pressuring his party to pass the sweeping tax cuts and spending bill before the July 4th deadline. And while most GOP lawmakers are obliging Trump, they do face delays in the Senate. Karen Caifa is at the White House.
It will be a marathon in the time frame of a sprint on Capitol Hill this week after Senate Republicans worked through the weekend and inched ahead on this mega bill that includes many of President Trump's domestic policy priorities. Still, there is work to be done. A weekend Senate vote was a vote to move ahead with the bill. The GOP saw just two defections, a no vote from Senator Rand Paul of Kentucky, who objects to how much the legislation will add to the federal debt, and another from Senator Thom Tillis of North Carolina, who objects to the depth of the cuts to Medicaid. After President Trump lashed out on Tillis at social media, the North Carolina Republican said he won't run for re-election next year, hinting he'll also be a no on final passage. A scoring by the nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office underscored the concerns of both flanks of Republicans who have expressed doubt about the bill and how challenging it may be to reconcile them. The CBO said the Senate version of the bill will add $3.3 trillion to the federal deficit over the next decade, more than the House version, and drawing the attention of fiscal conservatives. And for moderates concerned about cuts to Medicaid, the CBO estimated nearly 12 million more Americans will be uninsured by 2034. Again, more than the House version. On Monday morning, the Senate kicked off what's known as a vote-a-rama, a marathon voting session where senators can offer as many amendments as they want to vote on before a final vote on the bill. And after a final vote, the Senate-approved version still needs to go back to the House for a final vote. Remember that July 4th deadline was imposed by the president, so there's no real pressing need for it to be met other than the president's insistence. At the White House, I'm Karen Caifa.